This creator has 14 videos, and it's time to solve what all of this means by starting with the first video. So the video starts pretty normal. Players gathering wood, birch specifically, and building a house. But then something strange happens.
I just didn't want you to hurt.
I don't know who put that caption there, but let's just keep that in mind, as we might use that for later. As our player finishes the house, he mentions that it's almost night. For the rest of the video, our player finishes his house. But then he says,
I think I'm just gonna wait here until morning.
Then the video cuts, and as I thought it was ending, the video cuts back. And that's it. We see that he walks out to these such unreal stars. Then we just heard some weird beeping and stuff in the background. But one thing I didn't notice until looking back at this footage, one of the stars actually moved. And that's not how normal stars work in Minecraft, which also supports my theory that those stars are not real. But back to the beeping, I tried many ways to solve it, but I never really got a clear answer. Until I looked in the comments. I don't know if that comment is accurate, but we may be in the mental state of this player. The stars really has me thinking, but we're on the second video named mining. And when I looked in the description, there's a lot of apologies, but I couldn't help but notice it spells Ange right there. And we don't know Ange, but we know she's supposed to be included in this channel, but we haven't seen her at all. Whoa. I started typing all these numbers in a binary translator. And after me and my research, apparently it goes out to this. The video starts with our player getting wood, and he starts making a mine in his house, hence the title. He goes into the mine, and then there's a cut, and it cuts back to him mining coal, and then he says,
That's weird.
oh, his volume was just off. Okay. When he exits his house, it randomly starts raining. He looks around.
I don't know why I'm so jumpy. I'm not scared of the rain. Maybe just a little.
He runs into his house in like a rush. Locks his door. Oh. The video cuts and
I stayed in here until the rain stopped, but I'm not scared of the dark.
The video cuts again and it cuts back into the mining. As he gets back from mining, we see his inventory and the cobblestone is suspiciously separated. But if we translate the cobblestone to be dots and his planks to be underscores, in Morse code it translates into help me. And at that same time, a subtitle comes up. I noticed that the subtitle perfectly matches a YouTube link. So I put the link in, and this is what it brought me to. It seems like the video just repeats for the whole 2 minutes. But when we go into the description of the video, we have this weird message. And I managed to cipher it into this. And the placing of blocks that we saw in the video is also Morse code. And it translates into, what did you do? This is a lot for one video, but I gotta get to the bottom of this. What we do know is that we're missing a person named Ange, and our main character is in denial about a lot of things, especially his fears. It really does feel like we're in our player's mental state, and he uses different languages like Morse code and binary to communicate. And look at the captions. I mean, one of them led us into a YouTube link that introduces a new character named Caleb and says, "What did I do, Caleb?" And it almost sounds like someone searching for answers they're afraid to remember. Caleb may have something to do with the missing of Ange, and our character might believe that he has something to do with it. The codes, messages, emotional statements make it seem like he's struggling to process what actually happened. But let's see what the next video holds. The next video is named Hunting. And for context about what he's saying, the comments are telling him to go get food and Wool to get a bed, because it's clear that he's scared. But we also hear this weird white noise in the background. He goes out to get food, and then there's a cut with a caption again. But what?
It knows. I'm sorry.
And then the video cuts there. I don't really know what that was, but when we look back at that caption, at first I was confused on what it could be, until I realized it's a cipher message that leads into a website. And on the website it says this:
I made my deal. I did what I had to do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know what it meant. Please, just let me see her again. Please stop doing this.
Our main character is talking about a deal, and that reminds me of the caption that says, "I just didn't want you to hurt," because maybe they have some connection. It's like he's being monitored and watched by someone for something, and that could be a part of a deal that our main character is talking about, but we don't know. In the next video, Farming, it seems like things only get worse from here. Our player starts the video by getting some wood, Bert specifically again, and as he's coming home, Wait. What is that? And why does it look so familiar? Anyways, our character goes back to mining. And he gets redstone, but the reason why this is important is that he makes redstone torches with it. He eventually finds diamonds. As he's coming back from his mine, we hear this weird sound. He immediately blocks up his cave and makes some diamond tools and places the redstone torches in his house. They barely even emit any light. And that's just really weird. I don't really know what he's talking about, but it could be the noise? I'm not sure. But one thing I forgot to mention, why is there 2 doors? There was not 2 doors before. Anyways, he starts actually doing the point of the video and he's farming. But as he gets to go get water, the white noise starts playing again. As he continues to farm and says, "Leave me alone," to a sheep, he actually goes to shear the sheep and looks around. But then I'm starting to think all of this is a sacrifice. Maybe something for Ange. But it's clear that whatever entity is in this game with him, it's preventing him from getting food or even sleeping. Yeah, he crafts a bed, but we never actually see him sleep in the bed. And even him shearing wool from a sheep caused that weird whatever to happen again, like in the last video. The next video is named
Hereith.
It's a word that represents a deep and often painful yearning for a home, time, or a place that is lost, unreachable, or only exists in memory. Another caption. I used the same exact cipher for this message and it translates into, "What did you do?" I've been letting the video play out and he starts telling a story about his sister. And I'm starting to realize that his sister is Ange. That really is what only makes sense. When I translate the captions again, it leads to Ange. And if we combine both of these captions that was in the video, It spells out, "What did you do to Ange?" The video ends as he stares into the sea, and it makes me realize the title of this video almost perfectly matches everything that happened in the video. But there's one thing I haven't mentioned yet, and I don't know if you noticed, but when he goes in his house, we actually see that there's a third door. And he blocks all of his doors up. I don't really know why more doors keep spawning in. I don't know why he's blocking the doors. But maybe he's trying not to remember something that happened. Or even the truth is trying to force its way in. Well, that may be a bit of a wild theory, but we could really only know by keep continuing the series. The next video is named Exploring. I don't really know what to expect in this video, but let's just see. There is another ciphered message, and this translates into "Don't forget our deal." He randomly starts apologizing, and gets right out of his mind. He unblocks one of the added doors and just stares at it, but then eventually turns back. That caption looks a lot like a YouTube video, so I put it into a link and it led me to this video of a black screen and a very loud noise. And the description says,
After everything you did, you still beg her to come home.
I wasn't too sure about the video just being a black screen, and I felt like I saw something. So I put it into my editor. I have the video right here. I want to see if this could do anything. It's just a black screen. But at this point, we never even know. Exposure. Oh, wait, I see something. Hold on. By the way, I'm using the app bash cipher. It's like what's used for everything. And this message right here translates into "Don't forget the deal, Caleb." What? We were introduced to Caleb a bit ago. I was thinking that's a whole different person, but it seems like Caleb is our main character that we're working with. And remember the caption about Caleb. What if that's from Ange? It only makes sense. It says, "What did I do, Caleb?" Why would Caleb say that to himself? What did Caleb do? What deal? This is crazy. Oh, wait. No, wait, what was he saying? What I do remember seeing with my sister was the mine shafts. Okay, what was this caption? That's the app bash cipher again. Okay. It decodes into "Don't you regret what you did to her?" The tone, I feel like, keeps getting more accusatory and guilt focused. I don't know if there's someone or something that's saying all of this, or this, or if this is the mental state of our main character, we don't know. But there's something going on. While watching these videos of him mining, he finds a lot of diamonds, but this time he finds diamonds in a cross. Sure, Minecraft's generation can do that, but in this case scenario, that's kind of weird. The next video is named Ritual, and we can already see right here there's an extra door that's added. So now there's 4 doors in this one little box. Wait, he actually went in a door? Oh. Wait, what? Our player, or Caleb, actually sets up the Herobrine ritual. And the only thing why I'm mentioning this is because the game lags right after he lights it. But it doesn't really seem like anything happens. And then he says that he's gonna make a shrine that his sister showed him. We get another view what's inside the doors, but I don't know what he means by come out. I don't know who he's talking to. Is he talking to Ange or something? I really don't know, and I don't really know how to explain that part, but let's just see what the next video is. The next video is named Experimenting. The description says, just testing some stuff. Built some armor, expanded my farm a bit, and got lost. But he also says,
There's a loophole.
It's almost a 30-minute video, but to start off, the house really upgraded. There's more doors and a ladder. But let's watch the video. A bit into the video while he's farming, there's a chest. He opens the chest to a book and quill, and it's another ciphered message. And I deciphered this into,
Don't forget what you did to her. Don't think I forgot our deal. Keep testing me, Caleb.
in this scene, I don't know who Caleb is talking to. One thing I noticed, there's like black sheep everywhere. is kind of odd, I guess. But he's obviously being controlled by someone or something, and it's like he can't do certain things, but I still don't know why. It's something with the deal, obviously, but I don't know clearly what is the deal and what that has to do with Ange.
Not living, technically.
At this point, he's trying to make a cow farm to get leather. But after many failed attempts, he eventually just burns the cow and
It's that easy?
alright, well, there's a few observations that I made. When he was making his diamond armor, we see his skin is actually very different from the last time we seen it. And also near the end, we see that the door with the long hallway from last video is blocked off. And we get a scene on when he goes upstairs and it's his bedroom. And he found a way to almost cheat the deal by burning the cows. Which is funny because the next video is named Cheating. And the description says, "I'm sorry for cheating. I just wanted to try. Please don't make me go back there. Don't make me go through that again. Don't make me face her." Caleb walks out to a whole lot of black sheep. And like the purpose of this video is, he starts going on a rampage. While watching the video, a long ciphered caption comes up, and I decoded this into,
Even when given another chance, all you know is how to hurt people. And hated that about you.
At first, I don't really know what Caleb's talking about, but he says what if and the video cuts. It cuts back into him blocking off all of his doors and is upstairs. He goes inside a room that we never seen before, but it's just an empty room. He blocks that off and he starts using cheats to give him stuff. At this point, I'm kinda scared because I know there's gonna be some type of consequence. Or maybe not. It's kinda weird how he went from afraid and confused to so powerful and reckless. He says, why limit myself to just experience? But then the video cuts and he's apologizing. He goes outside and sees a black sheep. He follows the black sheep with his axe and we're back to this. But this time he acts different.
You don't scare me.
And the video ends there. We see that our character starts getting greedy, and it's like he's rebelling against the deal. And that's funny, because the next video is named
Apostasy.
This is a formal abandonment of a belief or system. And we see that from the last video. But let's watch it. Starting the video, we already see that our character is at only 5 hearts. When he goes into his inventory, his skin has clearly changed. He says he woke up covered in bruises, and his heart's in Minecraft, it's only 5. I'm pretty sure they have some type of correlation. Okay, I've been letting the video play out, but there is a lot of things to uncover. First of all, we get a view of the shrine that his sister shown him, and it has a redstone block. First, it used to be a diamond block, if you remember. Then he goes to the Herobrine ritual. It says he thought the two of them would fight over his world, which clearly means there's another entity in here. He also starts getting a bit feisty with this entity. And I mean, it really correlates to the name of the video. And at some point in the video, he goes into a room, opens a book. Before a second, we have a page full of ciphered messages. I was able to decipher to this. But when he goes to the next page, he says, but right after he writes that, there's a weird sound and his sky turned red. The video cuts and now he's just running. He finds some dark tunnel, goes into it with a caption that says, "Come find me." And I don't know what that caption could be from. I don't know if it's from Ange. But then the next video starts.
I feel like I owe all of you an explanation. My sister Ange. Something happens between us. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. Why don't you tell them what you did to her, Caleb?
In the next video, we already see he's low on hunger, low on health. He only has half a heart, and the place, his house is starting to look abandoned. Now I guess we know the whole story about Ange, but it doesn't just end there. This video captures the scenery that Caleb was just talking about. In the next video, I skipped a little bit, but he's on top of a mountain. He says, just so you can watch me.
The final act of love I have to give is letting go.
It seems like everything should stop there, right? But no. Remember the caption, "I'll see you soon." Literally 2 days ago, a video named His World has been uploaded to the channel. And I'm pretty sure that this is Ange. Which means Ange is still here.